This is Beavers Part 2.
So I'm here at the moment, sat by what we think is the Beaver Lodge. It's just on the other side of the bank there. Robi and Kate are further down the river. We thought we'd split up to give us the best chance of seeing the beavers. Yeah, just going to keep an eye out, and we've got an arm waving signal in case Robi and Kate see something further up the river. The cows are just watching us watch the beavers, which is absolutely classic.
Eurasian beavers are keystone species, and that means they have a far greater impact on their environment than their numbers would initially suggest. An interesting way in which they do this, as you can see here, is when they stash vegetation underwater to eat later, they can create new islands of growth in the middle of their lakes, and this creates new habitats for lots of endangered species like otters, water voles, and some of our rarer water birds.
So Robi is just putting up one of our camera traps because we've got a beaver dam here. So you've got this pool of water in front of where Robi's standing, which is the water created behind the dam. And then you've got this slipway coming down here, which looks quite well used. And then in that direction, you've got a lot of gnawing activity and a lot of trees cut down in that pencil shape. So we think this is a good place for a trap. So it's pissing it down with rain, as you can probably tell. And so Robi, are you prepared? Have you got an umbrella with you? I mean, it's very stylish.
You often hear beavers be described as ecosystem engineers, and what ecosystem engineers are animals that transform the landscape in some way through their behaviour. And the way beavers do that is through damming rivers. So they gnaw pieces of wood and they instinctively kind of shove the wood together and create these dam structures, which creates these pools and these flooded woodlands that we can see here. And that's why beavers are described as ecosystem engineers, and why ecosystem engineers are so important, because they create these habitats that allow other species to utilise and persist. Which is why, again, it's so exciting that we've got beavers back in the UK, because when we lost the beavers, we also lost that function of ecosystem engineering with them. So we didn't have these dams and we didn't have these pools and these flooded woodland systems.
So beaver homes are called lodges, and there are two main types of lodges. The main one are conical lodges, which is probably what you think of when you associate with beavers. So these are these dome-like structures. They're made out of sticks, branches, and it's sort of padded together with mud like cement, and they don't actually have mud on top, so it creates this ventilation shaft into this hollow centre where the beavers spend most of their time. But it's also very well insulated as well, so even when external temperatures drop below zero, inside this hollow cavity where they feed, give birth to their young, where they groom, it'll be nice and cosy.
Got some sort of prime beaver habitat here, and Robi was just saying that the last time they were here there was a tree that is now no more.
That snapped one down.
This snapped one tree, which is really, really impressive.
So we've had the most incredible day today. Best beaver day so far.
So many beavers.
How do you reckon we saw 6, 7?
6 or 7, yeah.
I would have thought so. We were tracking two of them, and then they kind of went underwater and switched places. So I thought I was tracking a yellow one. They thought they were following a pink one. Turns out I was following a pink one. They were following a yellow one. And I followed it under the bridge, and I managed to sit on the bridge and came up the other side, and it just started drinking and eating about 2 meters away from me. And then it went under the bridge I was standing on, and out the other side. She was fantastic and huge.
I think the response from people today has been so positive. Like I was sat right here, and then Robi and Kate were further along, and just almost everyone stopped and was asking, "What are you doing? How
Can we see them?"
Yeah.
no one knows how the beavers got to this river. They were illegal releases, no one knows where they came from or who released them. But their future looks really bright. So a 5-year trial period ended last year and granted them legal protection and the right to stay. And the future is even more exciting. All of this agricultural land, from here, from Otterton up there, all the way down to the sea, has been bought, and it's now going to be turned into a massive wetland. So hopefully the beavers will help to restore this ecosystem as well. There'll be a thriving population. So the future for the beavers or the river otter seems very bright indeed.
So good.